Hey everyone, welcome back. In the last video, we talked about the agents section within the Kyzo dashboard, and today we are going to be going over another important section, which is the telephony section of the Kyzo AI dashboard. Now, why is this section important? Well, it contains all the phone numbers and telephony setups provided to your organization. By the end of this video, you will be able to request new telephony setups for each country. You will be able to assign inbound agents to these phone numbers so that when a lead calls back, your agent can pick up the call and answer the call. You will be able to review the inbound logs for each of these phone numbers. But before we go into the walkthrough, let's discuss why this section is extremely important. Well, let's think about it. Say you launch a cold calling campaign to 10,000 people. You get a pickup rate of around 70%. That's 7,000 people who've picked up the call. But if you look at it, there are another 3,000 people who did not pick up the call and they've either received a voicemail or a missed call. Chances are a small percentage of those people are going to call back on that number. And in that case, you would want your AI agent to pick up the call, converse with the lead, and hopefully convert them into an interested buyer. And that is what is handled by the telephony section within the Kyzo dashboard. And guys, once again, it all ties back to making your company's outbound far more efficient and effective. And telephony is a big part of this. So let's dive straight into the walkthrough. So guys, when you log into the dashboard and come into the phone numbers tab, this is what we refer to as the telephony section within the Kyzo dashboard. So as you can see, there are a lot of elements on the screen. Let's go over each of the elements one by one. So on the left hand side, the first button that we see is the request new number button. Now, if we click on this button, we can request a new phone number specific to a country, and you also need to define the use case that you want this number for. Now, why would you need this? Well, let's say that your phone number that you were using for calling campaigns gets marked as spam and you want to renew it or get a new number. Or let's say that your calling was going on in the Middle East and you would like to start calling operations in the US and need a US native number for that. So you can request the number from here, and within 12 hours, your new phone number will be added into the dashboard. So it is as easy as selecting the country and the use case and submitting to request the new phone number. Now, the next thing that we see is the list of phone numbers that are available to your organization. If we click on a particular number, you can further see the details for that phone number. Here we can see which AI agent is assigned to that phone number, as well as the inbound logs for this number. Now, if you focus here, you can see that you can select the inbound agent. Now, you can also see that there are certain agents which are grayed out, and that is done with a specific purpose. You can only assign agents which are built specifically to handle inbound calls. You can imagine that the prompts that will be used to create inbound agents versus the prompts that will be used to create outbound agents will be vastly different. And in order to maintain the intelligence of the AI agents as well as the smoothness of the conversation when a person calls on this specific number, you can only assign agents which are built specifically for inbound to a particular phone number. So let's say I assign this D2C customer support agent. Now, whenever a person calls this particular phone number, the specific AI agent is going to pick up the phone and answer the call and hopefully convert the customer into an interested lead. Now, if we look at the section just below the phone number details, you will be able to see the call history for this specific phone number. Keep in mind, guys, this is only the inbound call history. So you can look at the agent which was assigned at the time of the call, right? The phone number from which the call came, the line status, whether the call was received, whether the call ended, whether the call could not be received due to some reason, who ended the call, what was the status of the call, what was the exact transcript or the conversation that took place between the AI and the customer, the call recording, the time of the call, as well as the duration of the call. And you can of course export this data and add various filters to it as well. And guys, that was the telephony section of the Kyzo AI dashboard. We will be covering other sections in a separate video. That's it for today. See you on the next one.